Hello and welcome back to my stupid ass channel. I don't know what you're doing here, but thank you for clicking on this video. So because my channel is absolutely random, I'm gonna do a totally different video today. I'm gonna be doing a book tag. I like books. This is my channel. You get it, I suppose. I'm gonna be doing the Greek mythology book tag. I'm not sure if that's how it's entitled, but I don't care. I was tagged by one of my good friends, Jimmy. The link to his channel will be in the description box below. So, if you're Greek and watching this, you should go and subscribe to him because he's funny, he's really nice. Yeah. The first god is Zeus, my favorite book. So I don't really have a favorite book, I have favorite series. And the one I decided to go with is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. Now I'm actually holding Restore Me here. And that's because it's the latest book in the series. So there are many reasons why this book series is one of my top favorites. One of the main reasons is because it has phenomenal writing, and it's actually one of the negatives, I suppose, for the people that hate it. The writing is their problem. So it's really a subjective thing. It can either be amazing or really bad for you. It's a very unique type of writing, and I think that's what this series is most iconic for. It's got a very unique writing, and I absolutely love it. The characters in this story are very well developed. The plot, it's basically about a girl who has this power that kills people when they touch her. So she's been locked up in this asylum, and one day she's supposedly she's being freed from the asylum, but there are other reasons behind it. It's a lot of stuff, and it's really good. Pick it up. The next question is for Poseidon, and that is a book that drowned you in emotions, in feelings. Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, because this book just is a lot. It's a lot. The ending of this book is the most heartbreaking, saddest, but happy endings I've ever read and will ever read in my life. I can't tell you what the plot is about because it's a spoiler. Like, okay, you can't read this if you haven't read other books in the series of the Shadowhunter Chronicles. All I can tell you is that it has magic and supernatural in Victorian London, and that is just on its own, that's amazing. I actually thought that I was gonna drown in tears. It's very emotional. So, yep. Next god is Hades, and it wants a book that has a dark plot. I could have gone with Six of Crows for this, but I figured that Six of Crows is a little lighter than this one. Anna Dressed in Blood. This is a horror romance novel, and it follows a girl, well, no, it follows a boy who's basically a ghost assassin. He's basically like hunting ghosts and send them back to hell, or, well, yeah, hell, because the ghosts that he hunts are like hurting people, so that's why he sends them away. I feel like that's it. That's the plot. Isn't that what he does? It's been a minute since I've read this, but anyway, this boy is assigned this a mission to kill a girl, well, not a girl, an evil spirit that is hurting some people in this town, and this ghost is Anna. I liked the horror in this. I feel like I should read more horror books because I like horror as a genre. Like, I like horror movies. So I think that I really should search for more horror books. And it's your favorite cute couple. I thought at first that I was gonna go with another one that's my favorite couple, but it says cutest. I'm gonna go with the Raven Cycle series, the Raven King. I can't tell you what the couple is because it's a spoiler, but it's very, very, very cute and very sensational. Should I say this? I don't know if I should say this. It's not Blue and what's his name? Ganzi. It's not Blue and Ganzi. It's another set of characters. I'm not gonna say anything else. They kiss for the first time in this book. I also read another novella for them, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Stop it. This one has a very, very cute couple. Plus, it's a very nice series and a very nice fantasy series with a lot of mystery. I do recommend this one as well. Athena, and it's the book you think has the best world building. Harry Potter. Like, how can you not? This is the Half-Blood Prince, just happened to be the Half-Blood Prince. I really like Half-Blood Prince actually, but it's not like it's my favorite, so that's why I picked it up. I just picked it randomly. So I mean, Harry Potter has this entire universe that is so well thought out, and it has so much lore. It has so many details in it, and I don't think I have ever read anything else that has so many little details in this huge alternate universe. I don't agree with some developments that have happened in recent years by J.K. Rowling. That doesn't mean that I don't think the world building in this series is phenomenal. So yeah, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. The next one is Aphrodite, and that is the prettiest book cover that you own. And to be honest with you, I can't choose. I like so many book covers. Like, how can you choose a book cover? Like, that's pretty hard to do. But one, I suppose, of my favorite book covers, I actually read this and I didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped I would. But that doesn't mean that the cover isn't absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at this. This is so pretty. This is actually gorgeous. It actually looks like an art palette. Palette? What is palette? An art palette. So like, it's so pretty. Then we have Aries, which is the most violent book you've read. Now, I'm not gonna interpret this like Jimmy did. I'm actually going to choose the book that I think is literally the most violent in its content, and I picked Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. This series literally features war, so I think that on its own is very violent. Some characters die in this book, and it may be the fact that I read this when I was just getting into reading and I was very young, but it was very hard to read. And one of these characters is a child. I've never read a book where a child that we know and like, maybe not like, but is important in a way to the story, dies. I don't own any other book that has such deaths. Hephaestus? Is that how you pronounce it in English? Your most wanted character. I'm going to choose Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan, whatever. Percy is just very fun. Percy is just very adventurous and funny and sarcastic, and he's a really nice friend to have. So like, I think that if he was real, it would be extremely amazing to hang out with him. So I'm just gonna say Percy Jackson for this one. Next we have Artemis, which is the most badass character that you've read. I think I have to go with Levi from Attack on Titan. Like, how can you get more badass than Levi Ackerman? I don't think that you can. Okay, this is a manga, by the way. It still counts as a book, right? I don't care. Levi is the definition of badass, and I said what I said. Next we have Apollo, or second book in the series. Oh god, I hate this book so much. Torment by Lauren Kate. This is the second book in the Fallen series. This book literally made me cry and sob because of anger. It was literally torment. That's why it's called Torment. It is literally torment for your soul. I hate it. Really sad because I really liked Fallen. I could say that I loved that book. This book is horrible. This is just disgusting. This book made me not read any of the other books, even if I already own them. I don't know if I will ever read them because this was so bad. Next we have Hermes, which is a book with a strong message. I don't own the copy of this book, but it is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. It's actually a fantasy novel. And it's a standalone. It really sends a very nice message, and I realized that when I finished reading it, because in the end you realize why it's called Carry On. And it's basically, you know, whatever craziness appears in your life, whatever revelation you have, even if you feel like you don't belong anywhere, or you feel very confused with people that you thought you knew, you just carry on, because that's life. You can get through hard times, and life goes on, and you go on, and that's that. Next is Hestia, a book that made you the book you relate to the most. I have two choices for this. One is, again, The Raven Boys, and the other one is The Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Moira Foyle Dole. Don't really relate to characters that much. I don't know why. It just hasn't really occurred that I find a character that I'm like, oh my gosh, I really see myself in this person. It has only ever happened with Ronan Lynch from The Raven Boys, and some of the characters from this one. I don't know if it's the setting that made me feel like I relate to them a lot, because it was said in high school. This one is set in high school. This one set in college. Which is some characters in these books that I felt like I could relate to some aspects of their life and of their relationships, and yeah. Next we have Demeter, and it's about our favorite setting for a book. I don't really have a favorite setting. I really like fantasy worlds. I like a city that's totally made up, that is consisting of your own ideas, your own culture. I would really enjoy reading books that are set in countries with rich culture. Like, for example, Daughter of Smoke and Bone is set in Prague, which is in Czech Republic. That's in Europe. This book really made me want to travel to Czech Republic. The last question is from Dionysus, your favorite release for 2019. Defy Me by Tahira Mafi. I'm not exactly sure if it's gonna be the last book in the Shatter Me series, but I am so excited for it. I am so excited to own it and read it because I love her freaking books. And yeah, so thanks for watching. As you see, I have a bookshelf here that is very, very pretty. I have other books there. I have books there. Books are everywhere. Anyways, subscribe, please. It makes me really happy. Thank you. Bye.